Hello, everyone. It's Kandi and Todd. Yeah, I think this week we should have a little conversation about businesses. Relationships, and business.
God, do not go into business with your significant other unless.
I'm about to say, I know you ain't saying that. That don't even make sense.
I said unless.
Unless what?
There has to be a mutual respect there for each person's creativity as well as, their ideas and, how they want to conduct business. I think at times, do we bump heads a lot?
We bump heads a lot.
I didn't think we bumped heads a lot.
I think we bump heads Who is it? Oh, well, you can come in.
Come on in. That's
but you need to be quiet.
Take off your shoes.
Be quiet.
Hi, Kandi and Todd.
Hello.
You coming in?
No.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you think we do bump heads a lot?
I definitely think we bump heads a lot, and I personally feel like a lot of times I hold back for the sake of his ego.
It's not about ego.
Well, yeah, you got your man thing.
I think it's your ego.
It's your man thing. No. You don't understand what I'm saying.
I have vision. Just like you have vision, I have vision.
You have vision, but you want your vision to take over. Like, you don't have... Right. A lot of times, your compromise is not as good as it should be, baby.
Think about OLG1. From the property to how it looked, everything, I had the vision of it. I even did a graphic 3D rendering of how everything was going to look. Mm-hmm. So I have vision from... Right,
but you're not even open to anybody else's vision. And anytime I had anything that I wanted to say, it was like always such an issue or a problem. So a lot of times I don't even want to give my opinion or anything because I'm like, okay, just let him have it. Well, then by the only time I really say something is if it's something that really, 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 really like bothers me. And then by the time, if I wait till then to say something and then he, is in his mode like, well, you ain't been saying nothing.
Well, let's rewind back. Let's rewind back a little bit.
That's a lack of communication on my part.
Because when we go to A Mother's Love,
we went all the way back to Mother's Love.
Well, because that's business. And me and you did that together, but I let you lead because it was a vision that you had. Mm-hmm. The business side is kind of my thing, the budgets and all of that, make sure it happens. But the vision of the concept of the play, the songs, what actors, I gave input, but I wasn't, even with the dungeon, you led on that one, right? I dealt with the business.
No, but you still had a lot of things to say as far as what the business side. Now, let's be for real, like the business cut into the creative because then it was certain things that I wanted. You were like, no, you can't have that, you can't have that, you can't have that. You got to stop doing this, you got to stop doing that because it's going to cost that, blah, blah, blah. So you still had your opinion and I respect that.
Well, because we learned a lesson. And this is a key. As couples and just business people, the play. We learned a key lesson, but I said it when we did it anyway. It was too top heavy financially with all the big names that we had. So for me, if I was going to work together on the dungeon, I wanted you to understand business and creativity, you got to work together. It's not,
right.
I want to be creative.
Listen, I'm fine with working together. That's my point. I feel like my compromise is way better than yours. And so that's what I'm saying as far as us talking about couples in business. You definitely have to find your flow. You definitely have to have respect. And you definitely have to have compromise, in my opinion. Being a tour promoter is stressful. Okay. I like it when you just walk up and collect your check. I mean, it's just been a lot. And, it's so many things as an artist that you want to see happen. It's like, oh, I want this. And I want this to blow out of this. And I want this to drop down from the sky. But all of that has $1 attached to it. And then you're like, okay, well, maybe I don't need that anymore. Our business goes further than just us doing a stage play or whatever we're doing creatively. We're in every area of business right now. I mean, hell, now as y'all saw us talking on the new episode of Real Housewives, Todd is starting a trucking company. He's starting y'all already know we have the multiple restaurants and we're adding to our restaurant conglomerate. But the fact is, you got this, another lease next door to the old lady gang too, because you want to start old lady gang breakfast. 18-wheeler truck. What kind of truck is that with a trailer on the back?
For the cars.
Talking about we in the trucking business.
Yep.
What else are we doing? Are you doing? You want to do the
Real
touring
estate.
company? We do a lot of real estate situations. So we do a lot of things, but overall, it's like for me, I think we are good together because we motivate each other, we push each other. I know for me, he pushes me to do more, go harder. I think together we have this invincible type of thing when we're together where we feel like there's nothing we can't do together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. So all of those things are great things, but I feel like overall when you have couples in business, you definitely have to learn compromise, and communication has to be on point.
And for the fellas, it's okay to play your role. It's okay to be supportive. You don't always have to lead. You know what I mean? It's okay to step back and be like, you know what? Let me let her do her thing. I'm going to support this, to the end, and we're going to accomplish it and get through it. And same thing for the women. It's okay to support the guy in the situation, whatever business it is. Because, everybody needs to feel that sense of, like, oh, I got my turn. Oh, I'm about to kill it. You know what I mean? Right. And I think, once I get my vision, is so hard. I get locked. And I think you do the same thing. You get locked. Mm-hmm. Once you get that vision locked in, I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing because, at times we do have to like step out of it and be like, all right, I might need to listen. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get that tunnel vision and it may not be the best decision. But, sometimes you got to step back. You got to listen to those voices. But, I think the key is really supporting each other.
When is enough? Like, do you feel you can do it all and we can do as many businesses, or do you feel like let's just try to do 6 things this year? Like, do you guys have a limit?
Who you want to answer first? Do you want me next?
Yeah, I don't really think there's a limit to what you can do. I think it's all about preparation and setup. You know what I mean? Like, for us to open up a few more restaurants, I think it's about really setting it up properly and hiring people to execute. Like, we can't execute everything ourselves. And I think that's part of what, you got to understand with business. You got to hire people. You got to spend the money to hire people, put money back into your businesses and hire staff and pay general managers and pay managers and lead, servers and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's just really just setting your business up properly and hiring the right people to run it so you can work on other things.
Yeah, I agree with him about hiring the right team. The right team is important no matter what business you're doing. As far as you saying when is enough, I don't think we ever feel like we have enough. And I feel like anybody who's driven or anybody who's ambitious, you never feel like you've made it. You never feel like you have enough. It's like every time you get to that point that you was like, oh, I always wanted to do this. It's like once you get there, it's like it's something else. It's always something else. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing because, it seems like that would kind of be a problem at some point if you never had or never satisfied, I guess. I know for myself, I have kind of been trying to think about all the businesses that I have and like, okay, what can I do to make those businesses that I already have become bigger or reach bigger goals. That's something that I definitely want to work on because like once you've accomplished a lot with the business, I know with me it's like, okay, I get this one going, I'm like, okay, that was popping, okay, I'm moving on to this one, I'm gonna get this one's going, and then I don't necessarily put as much attention into the other one as I should. So for me going into 2020, I want to just analyze all the businesses that I already have and make them bigger and better. I'm not even gonna lie, there are already things that we are looking to do in the future that that we're deciding to add to our plate as if we don't have enough.
Well, I think that's part of just exploring and learning. Because like trucking,
What?
I didn't know anything about trucking.
Exactly, you still don't.
That's not true.
You done went through a lot of turmoil with this business already and you ain't even really got started good.
That's part of the process. Like, what business just starts and
I get what you're saying, but I feel like you're still in the figuring out stage.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
But I'm saying that's part of the the hunger to just conquer something else.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I knew it wasn't going to just be like, oh, I buy a truck, I buy a trailer, I make all the money. It's like kind of, well, for me, this is what it is. So I know what it can do, and it's my hunger to get it there. So it's like, oh, shit, I was almost there. The motherfucking truck broke down. That truck was running, I would have got that money. You know what I mean? So it's like me going through those steps of learning.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Figuring it out. No. But when it start making the money, you're going to be like, oh, ow. But right now you talk.
No. I mean, I do understand the potential of the business that he's in. I mean, listen, I'm no dummy. I definitely support my husband because I know that he can get these things going. I just feel like right now we've taken on a lot of new projects at once. It's not the fact that we took on a lot of projects, it's just a lot of new projects at once, and all of them need to be brought to a certain level before they will become profitable. And when I say brought to a certain level, each one is going to take a certain amount of investment. You know, for me, like, I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before. I always say there is an investment year that you have. You're going to be putting in a lot of time. You're going to be putting a lot of money, a lot of brain power, energy, whatever, manpower into something and not really receiving anything out of it. But if you really go hard at it, eventually you will get what you want out of it. But it's going to be that moment in time where you feel like, damn, I got to get another this, another how much or whatever. It can become frustrating. And to some people, that is one of the stages that some people give up. With it being an investment stage, I mean, it does make it stressful when we continue to add things on to those things we already know we have to invest in. That's all. But
True.
And now it's like our business life has taken over our entire life. I feel like, the one of the issues that people have when they do start doing business together, if they're a couple, is that sometimes the business can take over your life. Meaning, you talk about business when you wake up, you talk about it when you go into bed, all day, when you're riding in the car, when you're just supposed to be chilling, kicking it.
Right.
We were making mandatory date nights because we bought tickets to games and stuff that they have.
Still became business.
Why?
We was at the Hawks game and I spoke to one of the owners and we put a restaurant in the arena.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like,
well, yeah.
No matter where we go, it's still
right. But I mean, we do have fun when we go.
Oh, we have a great time.
Places like that. I will say we have been slacking off on our us time. The one-on-one time has been a little lacking.
Quality time.
On our quality time, and I think as a couple doing business together, that's definitely one of those things that you want to watch. Like, I don't want us to just fall into this slump that we've been falling. No, I'm not. I don't want to fall into this slump.
I'll be tearing up. We gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, I can't be messing up my makeup. But anyway, no, I don't want to fall into a slump because overall, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't want it to be like we only be around each other when we with the kids and when we working and not having fun.
Oh, babe, it's okay. Don't mess with it.
Ooh, child. I guess when you got a new baby, we don't have a lot of me time lately. And we was getting on each other's nerves.
She has a problem at times just saying no to people.
What do you mean?
Like, it could just be events and she likes to support friends and new friends and friends of friends, and she'll, go do an appearance at an engagement when it's like, dude, you need to be at the house with us right now.
I think overall, in what I know, even as I've been trying to analyze different things that he and I have been discussing about just our relationship, love life, is that certain things that we just have to start scheduling in order to make better. Meaning, something that I do that is annoying to him is I'm always on social media. But,
always?
But, I mean, on the other side of that coin, obviously, anybody who has a business or you market yourself, through the public,
She's not marketing the whole time.
No, it's not just
through the comments.
Yeah, it can become addictive. But my point is
deal with that
it's still a necessary evil. I still have to do social media at some point. And so now I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to start scheduling it so that I just don't make it a habit to just be on social media all day long.
Please schedule social media, not me.
Okay, sir. But what I say about scheduling you is we need to really start planning more just one-on-one time. like date nights. Because what I notice is like when we have the games on the schedule, like what are our games and different things that we, you know, actually invested our money into, we put it on our schedule, so we actually try our best to make it there. But it's like if it ain't on our calendar, then it's always something's gonna come up. I took this job that day, or Todd will be like, I had scheduled a meeting or whatever. So it's like we never really schedule time to just kick it, just the two of us. Overall, that's something that, you know, I know business people out there, you have to start scheduling even your me time on your schedule to force yourself to do it. Because if you don't schedule it, you may never get to it.
Yeah, we going out tonight, so we're going to have a great time. Well, hey, I take whatever one-on-one time I can get, so if it's even a part of an event, I try to make it, you know, make it work. I can take you out. You want to go on a date?
Yes. So, you know, if you ever going into business with your significant other, basically I would just say, you know, make sure your communication is on point. Make sure your compromise is on point. Never forget to do the one-on-one time, the love time. Not the business time, you know, time to cater to each other time. Because, you know, you don't want your life and your love life and everything to just become taken over by your business, because that's just not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to chime in?
No, I think I promote it. The thing is, if you don't trust the person you sleep next to, who else would you do business with?
Oh, yeah. That's at least...
Because people approach me to do business ventures outside of her, and I'm like, how do I do that? I don't trust nobody. You know what I mean? I don't. It feels, you know, I don't never worry about, is my partner going to take money out the account or something going to get weird. You know what I mean? It just doesn't... When you don't know people, know how they handle their business, then you're
it can be different.
It's a little scary. So give it a try.
Yeah. I mean, it works for us. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.
If you have any questions, can they leave us comments?
Yeah. You go ahead and put your comments down below. I know you got
Send us
something
some
to
questions say. Because, you know, it's cool to, like, answer what people are thinking and what you want to know. And, you know what I mean? Do that.
Thanks for watching. Kandi and Todd. Like, people have always questioned him being with me and whether he was with me for money and all this.